So my name is Suzan Beseiso. I'm an American Palestinian. I live in Utah. I came here to Gaza Strip in March for Ramadan to spend time with my family. Everybody was here for a vacation after my sister graduated high school. She wanted to spend some time with my dad. My dad lives here, but he comes to Utah for vacations and visits. But at the same time, we got trapped here because when you want to leave Gaza, you have to get a permit through the Egyptians or the Israelis. It depends on which side you're trying to leave Gaza from, and both of them are just pain in the ass to get. Sorry for my language, but it's been really rough times. We haven't slept in 21 days. Anyways, I spent time with them, tried to get to leave Gaza several times, but as soon as I got a permit, it was the Sunday, the second day of the war. So I was planning on leaving Gaza by myself. So when everything happened on Sunday, I couldn't just leave my family and my friends and tell them, adios amigos, I'll see you on the other side of the world, or never see you again, I'll see you in heaven, you know what I mean? So I was like, no, I'm not leaving, I'm gonna stay here with my family, with the people I love, and if we live together, if we die together. So I'm not leaving anybody behind, you know? So I stayed. The American embassy started telling us, let me tell you about the American embassy in Israel. Every single time we called the emergency hotline for the American embassy in Israel, they kept telling us, oh, this emergency line is for Israel. So in other ways, we're not helping you because you're the Palestinian Americans, not Palestinian Jews. So, no, I mean American Jews. So if you're not a Jew or Israeli, we're not going to help you because you're a Palestinian. You know what I mean? American, Palestinian. So they wouldn't help. They were just worthless. We tried so many times to call. It's either they hang up on us or they tell us, oh, we don't have anything to assist you with, or we don't have any information about this or that. So it was just horrible. And it was so stressful. We tried to contact them so many times. And then my mom got through to the State Department and all those people to get us out. So they started telling us, oh, as long as you have the American passport, just go. You don't need a permit to leave Gaza through the Egyptian border. If you need to leave through Ben Gurion, just go. But they know at the same time we can't go to Ben Gurion because everybody's a target. You know what I mean? So we just ran to the border, went to to the border that's between Gaza Strip and Egypt. It was Tuesday, so it was the first week of the war. We went to the border. They wouldn't let my mom, my nephew, that's 10 years old, and my dad in the Palestinian waiting area to get our passports stamped. Me and my cousin, she's an American as well, and my sister were sitting in a Palestinian area, just to get our passport stamped and wait to see if we can talk to someone to get my parents and my nephew. So we were waiting for a couple of hours. Of course, all the information that they gave us from the American embassy in Israel and the State Department were all lies, filled with false information. They wouldn't let us in with the American passport or anything else. They told us that we need a permit. Anyways, so we were sitting in the seating area waiting for someone to talk to. A couple hours later, a bomb just fell right next to us. It was just a few meters apart. I freaked out. I started screaming like crazy. I had the worst panic attack. I started screaming, my dad is outside. I felt like my dad is going to be just cut to pieces, bombed. You know what I mean? It was just terrifying. It was horrible. So we went. I started just running like crazy outside to make sure that my parents are okay. Found him, hugged him. I was like, you never leave my sight. And then, of course, they started bombing all over the border. Some people were injured. Thank God we made it home safe. As soon as me and my cousin were in a taxi, and my parents and my sister and my nephew were in another one because it's not going to fit the whole car. Anyways, on our way home, Military ships were just bombing all over. The rocks were just left and right on top of our heads, bombing in front of us, the shore of Gaza. And the airplanes were bombing left and right as well. We made it home safely. 10 minutes as soon as we get to the house, 10 minutes later, we were just trying to relax and suck the energy that we just saw and make sure that we're alive, you know what I mean? They told us that we need to evacuate the house because they're going to be bombing the house next door. So imagine the fear we had. It was just shocking. It was just terrifying. It was horrible. It was one of the worst days of my life. But it didn't end here. So we just took everybody out of the house, started running. We didn't know where to go because Gaza is on a beach. So most of the Gaza city is on the beach area. We couldn't go through that because the ships were just firing bombs everywhere, left and right. So we just ran to one of my sister's friend's house to take shelter till everything calms down. So that was a day. And then the next day, they told us that we need to evacuate our house because Gaza is going to be demolished. Of course, bombs were just going left and right. Everything around my house was bombed. We had to take shelter in my grandma's house because she lives on the first floor and we live on the fifth. So everything was just, the house was shaking, the building was shaking, and it was terrifying. We didn't have electricity, we didn't have water because everything was cut. And the border, of course, was shut. American embassy and the State Department kept telling us, go to the border. We went 4 different times, and of course, they never let us in. I think America and the State Department and Biden don't have to negotiate about anything for letting Americans leave Gaza as soon as possible. They have to demand it. Say, those are American citizens stuck in Gaza. Their life is in danger. Everybody is in danger in Gaza. Nobody is safe. Everybody's in danger. They're bombing everywhere. They told us to go to the north, and they're bombing north. They told us to go south, and they're bombing south. We don't have any safe place, not schools, hospitals. Everybody's in danger, not only us. Everybody in Gaza is in danger. So I think Biden and the American government should say, we demand, we're not going to be helping or giving aid to Israel unless they let our American citizens out. It's not a negotiation. It's not something they have to talk about or agree or disagree. It's like, oh, here's some more bombs. Let them fall on American citizens that are in Gaza. But they're talking about the American hostages of the Israelis, and they don't really care about the American Palestinians. So this is racism. This is just, we are people of peace. We want peace. We want people to live peacefully. A lot of my family members were killed during the war. A lot of friends are either missing or killed. A lot of people that I know are just in danger, and I'm in danger, and I'm an American citizen. I pay taxes for what? For my protection. The American government shouldn't have priorities when it comes to its civilians and citizens anywhere in the world. And they keep telling us, oh yeah, go to the border, go to the border, go to the border. And as soon as we get there, they start bombing there. So they're putting our lives in danger. So I don't know why they're doing this or how, but we should demand, not negotiate. It's American citizens on the line. So they can give billions of dollars, they can give weapons without negotiations. But our life is that cheap. They need to negotiate. My nephew, he's 10, and he's terrified. He doesn't know why this is all happening. My sister, she barely walks she's scared to death. She's flushed white. My mom is terrified. My sister in the States, she's in Utah. She's terrified. She's diabetic. She can't control her sugars. They keep going up or going really low. Her life is in danger, and our lives is in danger. My brother in the States, Both my brothers, they don't sleep. They don't eat. They are just watching the news, waiting for someone to tell them in the news that their family is dead. What negotiations are they talking about? They shouldn't be negotiating. They should be demanding. The Americans can demand. They're in control. They're powerful. They shouldn't be negotiating. They should put our lives first. I'm sure you heard a few voices here and there and sounds of planes and bombs, tanks around the area that I live in. It's not safe. And they're the one that told us to stay here. The State Department told us to stay in this area. But at the same time, we don't sleep, we don't eat, we don't have electricity, we don't have water, we don't have any kind of communications with anybody around in Gaza or outside of Gaza. Thankfully, I have my American number working here through T-Mobile, and I have it roaming on Cellcom, and it's an Israeli line. That's how I have reception, but I don't have it 100%. It comes and goes. As I said before, we shouldn't be negotiating. This is pissing me off because we are on the line here. We are in danger. Everybody in Gaza is in danger. Civilians, innocent kids, women, innocent people are dying. I might be next. If I say the truth, I might be next. I can't believe how easy it is for America to take my own tax money that I work my ass for every single day. When I was in the States working my ass off, they take that tax money and they kill my people, my land with. I'm homeless right now. Literally homeless. I evacuated my house. I don't know if I ever can go back to my house, or it's ever going to be there, or it's going to be taken away from us like what they did in the 1948. If it's going to happen on a different stage or different circumstances, I'm literally homeless. I only have the luggage that I packed for my vacation. That's how I changed my clothes. We don't have electricity, we don't have water, so we don't shower, and it's been 21 days. You know how many homeless people are in Utah that don't have a shelter? And the whole states, all United States, but they can still find $106 billion to send Israel in this week, in the first week of war, just to kill me as an American citizen. I'm not safe. No one is safe. They told us to be here and stay in Khan Yunis, and it's the safest. I can't sleep. Tanks keep shooting everywhere. Nobody's safe. Planes, they keep bombing left and right, and they're all American-made bombs. Their planes, the American planes are bombing everybody in Gaza. The hospital that had tons of refugees in it and injured people, innocent civilians, were sheltering in that hospital. They got bombed. They were killed for no reason. And then on a page for the Israeli IDF soldiers, they had a post stating that Palestinians in Gaza don't have enough aid to help the injured people, so we bombed it to kill them and end their misery. And they started saying that Hamas is the one that bombed the hospital and it's not Israel. Anyways, United Nations had interviews and they studied the bombs and the burns and all that happened there. And they found that this bomb was bombed from the Israeli soldiers, the IDF. So nobody's safe. They're killing doctors, teachers, students, kids, babies, children, women. This war isn't against Hamas. It's another 1948 for Palestinians, but in a different spice, and it's a different situation and a different generation. And they're asking us to be quiet, and they cut us off, and they don't want the world to see the massacres that are happening in my country. And people are dying left and right. Everybody's dying. And I'm an American citizen, and I'm being bombed with the American bombs that are gifted to Israel to defend itself. Of course, I don't want to be another number. Thousands of people have been killed in the past 3 weeks, and I don't want to be another number. I don't want my family to be another number. I don't want my sister and my brothers in the States to find our pictures listed with the numbers of massacres that been done to people in Gaza. We've been asking the State Department. My mom been calling the Congress. Everybody's telling us the same. Oh, we don't have any information right now. We don't have any information about. You can go to Ben Gurion. We don't have any information about you leaving Gaza. We don't have any information. We're trying to know where you guys at. Open your live location with us. Are you guys kidding me? We don't have internet. We don't have electricity to keep charging our phones that are dying because we don't have electricity. I just don't want my family and my beloved ones to be another number in their massacres that are just going to be showing pictures of, oh, this person died, this been killed, bombed, shot, dead. People are just worried. It's horrifying. It's disgusting. It's terrifying, and we're just waiting for the next bomb or the tank to shoot us or God knows what. And we're just another number in the world eyes. Oh, another Palestinian was killed or bombed or shot. But we're American citizens, and we're getting killed with the American money and the American bombs. Instead of protecting its citizens, it's putting our lives in danger. No human on earth should feel the terror or the fear of dying or losing someone that they love every single second of the day. And my government, instead of them helping its citizens, they're turning their backs on us. They're telling us there is nothing that we can do, or we're trying to do our best. Just stay shelter, stay in a safe zone, stay somewhere safe. There is no safe spot in Gaza. We don't have any bomb shelters. We don't have any aid. Gaza has been under siege for the past 16 years. They barely had electricity. People can't even leave Gaza without a permit. That takes months and months of them making sure you're not a terrorist or you're not going to be a threat to them. People here in Gaza, they don't do anything. They don't do anything but live peacefully, and they just want to live. And me as an American, I just want to live. I want to see my kids in the future. If I ever have kids, I want to travel the world. I have ambitions. I have dreams. I want to be someone. I want to be somewhere. I don't want to be just in a hole. Another number in the massacres. Numbers and numbers of people dying here every second. 8,000 people at least were killed in 3 weeks in Gaza. Thousands and thousands of people are still missing. Kids, they're bombed to pieces. I don't want to be another number. All we wanted to do is live peacefully, live in peace. We wanted to see the world. We wanted to live another day and spend time with the people that we love, friends, family. We're just like other humans. We want to live. We want to party. We want to enjoy life. We want to travel. We want to shop. We're humans.